good morning, everybody. We are going to do a quick live session this morning because I need to go to the doctor at 10:30. I need to be absolutely out of here at 10:30. Hope everybody is doing well. Buenos dias, everybody. So we are going to focus on one shot and one shot only on the NASDAQ, and we are going to talk about arbitrage of contract. We're starting the day already with one account being up $1,000 and the other one, crap, I did some micro there, 97.20. But hey, three greens, we'll take it. So we are going to look at something here. I want to go to the NASDAQ. And I apologize, guys, but I have a bunch of doctor appointments. That's the time of the year, guys, where you do a lot of shakeup. We made our deductible with the family, so it's the time. So you look at the NASDAQ now, and we're punching through the calculator on the left side at 24,066. So this 24,066, obviously, today is going to be a huge problem. Number two, I have the calculator at 25,217. So where do we retrace there? That's the $1 million question, right? So we are going to look at the calculators and the tools on the short time frames. But I want to discuss something that is very, very important. I'm trying to explain to my guys. You got to be careful of arbitrage going into CPI tomorrow. So what is arbitrage? Arbitrage is something that I've learned for the past 20 years, and it's gold. You know, when you do futures, right? Let me show you. You got to have an eye on the next contract. So the next contract, everybody, is going to be the December contract, the Z, the NQZ25, right? And this contract is already at 24,241. 24,241. The high of this contract is actually, I'm going to write it down because it's going to be extremely helpful for the next few days. Write that down. The December contract today had a high of 24,276. The December contract, 24,276 high. The September contract, which expires in 9 days, is at 24. The high today is 24,044. So you can see that those two contracts have about 222 points difference. 222 points difference. See, look, I look at this contract. This is gold. I'm giving you gold that I've learned doing this for 30 years. This contract is at 24,276 high. This contract is at 24,044 high. When I go to my charts, I'm going to look that this contract, the December contract, is already above the left box. That means in 8 days, at one point, we are going to wake up, even if we start selling off CPI tomorrow, we are going to wake up with a 220 points upside gap between the September and the December contract. And that's why I was telling to my guys, you know, like Travis thought that it had a significant importance leading to it. No, it has significant importance 30 days prior. I look at the discrepancy between the December contract and the September contract 30 days prior. So we are going to be somewhere here. Well, the all-time high of the cycle is going to be at 25,217. That's the big picture. So keep in mind that discrepancy between the December contract and the September contract for 222 points as we go through the trading day. We are going to go put our zones. Well, actually, I don't have time for zones today. So we are going to open in about 4 minutes. But I want you to keep in mind that we already blew up the short-term calculator upper side this morning with the December contract high of 276. So this morning, it is very likely we are going to stay here on the top side. The 24,080, 24,050, sorry, to the 168. That's going to be now the retracement bar for me. I put some numbers in my mind this morning. Yeah, it's right there. See the division of third. You have the 7 a.m. So all this 9:20. Then you have the 6 p.m., which is 9:03. And then there's the division of third, which is already. So it's already held perfectly, to tell you the truth. Yeah. So we're going really like that for NASDAQ this morning. And because we are on price discovery waiting for CPI tomorrow, it's very, very dangerous. I don't even know if I'm going to make more trades, guys. You know, I don't even know. We'll see. Probably micro fill the price discovery before tomorrow CPI. I've already made my $1,000 on one account. See, this account is like huge already from 150 to 169. I'm up $19,000 on this one, right? So I'm going to go to price discovery, right? I'm going to price discovery. This one is moving along 102. Okay, I'm going to be eligible for payout. This one payout. So, it's you grind an account at a time every day, guys, and you multiply and scale. It has nothing to do like the retirement account I showed you yesterday for $162,000 and the 90% ROI on the options account. All of this is another ball game. It's three buckets for me: options, stock investments, prop firms. That's it. Three buckets. And it has been three buckets for the longest time, guys. Back in 2014, 15, when I finally started sharing some of the secrets publicly on social media, that was the same. I used to call it the three pyramid of wealth. So let's see what happens. Travis, is there anything you're looking? I think he was trying to fix something with his stuff.
Yeah, I was submitting a ticket to the support team for platform issue this morning.
Yep.
And honestly, I didn't hear a lot of what you said, so I'm not sure what to add to it. But I did see that Kathy was asking about buying calls on the QQQ for the arbitrage. The answer to that is no, not in the traditional sense that you're thinking, because the QQQ will be adjusted to the futures contract. So there really is there's no arbitrage in the QQQ options for that. That's already priced in. So there's no price advantage.
You should have bought the QQQ when I told you that the arbitrage was showing the strength 2 weeks ago, Kathy.
You can, yeah, and that's how Mark used it, is to show what was happening. We're opening now, but that's how he was using it to show the price action, not make the options.
They might go down and then try to find some equilibrium.
Yeah, I'm looking for a pullback here. I actually got short off the open here, so I'm taking profits here now on that. I did have some trades this morning before the PPI number, and had some losses, so I'm recovering from some losses on that. But yeah, ultimately it's a bullish sentiment. So I want to see what happens around this 950, 930 area.
I want to see how we hold this division right there of the calculator, this 81. They might go as low as they can here.
Well, 930 is a very key level. Like I mentioned yesterday, 950 also. So that this range right here is what I want to see what happens. That holds this 930.
That's the beauty of the tool again. Division of third here, division of third here. And that was the previous 7 a.m. high, low. I mean, look at this. Just freaking perfect. I should have been on the short, at least on micros here. I'm kind of waiting for the CPI to see really what's going to happen. I'm looking also with one eye what's happening with the cryptos, but I'm sick and tired of cryptos. I'm going to put all my focus on going for $500,000 to $1 million payout between now and next year. That's all I'm going to do. My $450 a day, $450 a day obsession times 10, 20, 30 contracts, funded accounts, and done. So we'll be in the journey together. You know, Travis put me back into the prop firm like about a year and a half ago, something like that. And that's where I started my career, really, in prop firm, like a long time ago. That was a nice quick shot from the division there, Travis.
Yeah, that worked out well. Now, like I said, waiting to see what happens here at this 930 level.
Yeah. Guys, your likes and comments on the feeds are appreciated. If you want more feed, more help, especially the people who are outside the VIP group, that would be appreciated. And as always, if you guys consider getting into the prop world, my favorite prop firm right now is Take Profit, but I will introduce you to 2 or 3 others soon that have end of the day trailing that I'm doing well as well. And it might be easier for some of you to deal with the end of the day trailing than the trailing drawdown like in real time. Yeah. We're a small group this morning, so it's perfect. So I will close the feed a lot earlier to get to my doctor appointment relaxed. See, if the feed is not supported, guys, with likes, comments, and showing up, I go back to the private group. I don't care, me. I do my thing anyway for the past 32 years, guys. I want to help you, though, guys. I love helping traders. Trading is so hard, guys. Emotionally, physically, it's very hard trading. Yeah. It takes years to make it look easy. Right, Travis? I like that sentence. It takes years to make trading look easy.
No doubt about that. So far, it's holding this 930. I don't want to jump into a long too quick, but maybe that is the pullback.
I would let price discovery till the open range is done or the initial balance is done today, guys, because you are making new highs. You have transition of contract from the September to the December contract in 9 days, which the high of the December contract, as I mentioned 10 minutes ago, is 24,276. That means you are in price discovery. When you are in price discovery, you need to be patient. So if you're a retarded gambler that wants to click, do it. I don't have the bandwidth for that. I'm 53 years old. I try to limit the numbers of trades, have better entry, better exit, less stress, get my accounts to 450 plus a day, times 10, 20 accounts, that's $1 million payout a year. That's it. I keep the math, I keep the principle extremely, extremely simple in my mind. Because it comes to a point, I have 5 kids. See, I don't know where my kids are. See, no, I lost my kids. But look, I have 5 kids. I have businesses to run. You got to keep your trading to the simplest form. If you are going to go on YouTube, follow guys that gets in and out all day long, rotating account all day long on YouTube, you are doing a disservice to your trading skills, to your career, to your mental capital and your physical capital. I'm telling you, it's not going to work. So people come in, come out, and they are like so eager to find the next home, so eager to find the real guru, so eager to find the blah 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 blah. It's I hate to break it to you guys, but trading is very robotic, And so if you decrease the numbers of trades you do per day and you decrease the time in which you trade, you decrease the numbers of mistakes as well, right? So these days, I'm very easy. I don't DCA. I add 2 winners only. I get free trades by getting into the dome, right? And I pick my hours, pick my zones with the power indicator, which are unique in the world. There's only 350 licenses available for the entire world. So we have an edge. All we need is cultivate the edge through 10 to 20 accounts to get to the $1 million plus payout. That's it. Do not make it complicated, guys. Even 10 accounts. People talk about 20 accounts. Do the math. An average of $425 a day times 10 accounts times 220 days, because there's 30 days out of the 250 you're not going to trade. You should be close to the $1 million payout, guys. But do not scale your prop firm until you get a payout on one. Like I see guys coming and say, Mark, I spent $1,000 in eval. And I say, well, did you go first with one account for 3 months, 6 months? Did you pass it? Did you get a payout? If not, why are you spending money? Go back on the sim. It's free. Use the Trade-O-Vate sim. I have used the Trade-O-Vate sim in the weekend, the replays, because I was trying some brackets and I kept on brainstorming with Travis. Did I not ping you like last year a couple of times on a Saturday and a Sunday, Travis? With brackets and pictures and comments? I did. I texted the dude. That's doing your homework, people. That's like putting the work. You are not going to see a lot of traders doing replays on Saturdays, Sundays, and testing brackets. I'm telling you, you're not going to see a lot of them. Hold on 1 second. I need to see my phone because I was looking for something. 1 second. On my cryptos. I'll tell you, those cryptos besides Bitcoin has been a pain. It's been a waste of my brain. And the crypto that I gave you for weeks now, the Pump That Fund, has doubled. Just saying. You go back to the recordings. I gave you this one. Well, actually, I gave you the Pengu. And look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this one. Can you see the chart? Look at this, straight up. Pump That Fund. So this stuff are asymmetrical risk. I put $500, $1,000. Like I put money that I don't give 2 cents to lose. I don't put a lot. I don't like losing money, even though I have the money to lose 1,000. I don't like to lose money. $1,000, I can buy 2 AR-15 or 1 good AR-15 and go shoot. I can go buy a new set of golf. I like sushi. I like playing a nice round of golf. So I don't like to piss money. But those are symmetrical bets. You put $500 to $1,000, and now I was 3 times my money on Pengu and 2 times on Pump. So you compound that. 1,000 become 3, 3 becomes 6. So, and the risk is 1. So everything asymmetrical risk is what I love. And this is why I love the prop firms. I'm paying my $200, my $300, and that's my maximum downside. My upside potential is unlimited. You pass, you take payout after payout after payout. You should have at least a 5x if you are a good trader. Meaning you put $300 and you should get back out $1,500. I know it will take time, but that's the way you have to look at your prop firm. 5x to cost, or at least 3x to cost, because you know what? To tell you the truth, I was not at 5x to cost last year. Let me see. No, I was not 5x to cost. I was like cost was about 28%, 29%, I think, of all my profit last week. Okay.
I'm in the long, 932.
That's fine. I'm waiting for the open range to set or the IB. I'm perfectly happy with my $1,000 right now. We'll wait. I have a doctor appointment. You know, yesterday we had $4,000. We had money across all the accounts. We had $162,000 in the retirement. But most importantly was the rate of return. My best 2-year return. Yeah, people show you one trade, two trade. They don't show you a year, 2 years of track record. My best track record on all my retirement account is the company retirement account at 90%. 90% analyze a track record that I showed you yesterday on the video, and there's a video coming. I told you, stay tuned at 12:30 today. 12:30 today, I think we are releasing that video. This will be the first video that I have done besides the live event, the live trading here on Tuesday, Wednesday, since May or April, like 4 months ago. I have not done a full video for 4 months. Been busy, guys. Busy. It's been a good year. Tomorrow is CPI. We are on price discovery. Yeah, pretty good. Be careful of this too. We're going in 9 days. We are switching to the December contract, which is already 24,169. So even if we sell off, watch the 24,000 support here on this contract. Does that make sense on the feed? Give me a quick yes, no. The market loves round numbers. So the next round number that is going to be important is the 24,000 support on the December contract. Can I have a quick yes, no? I just gave you gold instead of staring at the chart all day long. I just gave you gold instead of staring at the chart all day long. This is what I'm going to look now for my next step on the prop for the next few days with CPI. I'm going to look at the December contract holding the 24K. Make sense? If I don't get 3 yeses, I'm ending the feed. Like seriously, I'm ending the feed. It's depressing to talk to myself. And I'm trying to help you guys. This is gold what I'm giving you. I have to go to the gym too. After this doctor, I'm going straight to the gym. And actually it's so pretty. I would want to hit a bucket of golf instead of going to the gym. But that's really what I'm looking for, guys. You know, I want to see if this December contract now is going to hold the 24,000 support. Because we are switching, we are doing what I call arbitrage. So when you do arbitrage, you arbitrage from the September to the December. When you go September to the December, they are setting up the trap. The trap would be now to sell off all the way to 24,000 on the December contract and hold the December contract. Are we clear? Yes, no. If I don't get 3 yeses, I swear to God, guys, I'm out of here because I need to prepare for the doctor. I have a doctor appointment. You know, I want to help you guys, but that's it. I made my money for the day on 3 accounts. The other 2, I'll look at it later on. I don't like to push before I'm trying to give you the source here. So if you look at the power indicator, it is very possible we go retest this 23,858, 23,749. What you have to look at is this, and this is really the most important. It's to look at this arbitrage of contract that we hold now the 24,000. Okay? I didn't get my 3 yeses, guys. I told you I'm the most serious person when it comes to doing stuff. I will see everybody. I told you, was going to be a short feed, especially if I didn't get my 3 yeses. I got 2. Got Gid. Hey Gid, I hope you're doing well. It's been a long time, my friend. And Burlex, thank you for the yes. Kathy, she's coming now. Wow, you guys are holding me another 20 minutes. Travis, what is the long entry that you got?
Well, I added, so 934 is my cost basis at this point.
Well, you need to be careful, okay?
Of course, as always.
Your current version is a new version of Trade-O-Vate is available. You know, I don't know if I'm doing a mistake, but I'm trading on the browser on Trade-O-Vate. I don't trade on the other one. Is it easier on the app from Trade-O-Vate to switch from prop firm to prop firm? I don't know. I don't know if it's easier or not. So notice now they've touched the power indicator support 1, 2, and they're about to slam it 3. Let's see if they hold the 880 now and rebound from there or start forming lower high. So you start doing a lower high there. But remember what I told you. It is very possible we are going to tank to the 24,000 level from the December contract. Keep that in mind because it's very, very important what I'm telling you. I cannot see the power trend box like this. Well, like this is fine. And I need to see the SPY there. See, Kathy? They keep on asking me to. See, Kathy, I told you not to buy your QQQ at the beginning of the feed. You're too late, Kathy. That was 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago to keep on buying and keeping. When I told you guys, I told that to my private group about this arbitrage of the December contract to the September contract, that the market was very bullish. And guys, for the people who have followed me in the private group and even people who have looked at my position here publicly, I want to show you the banger of the year. The next banger after AMD and Palantir. And that's thanks to Scott who introduced me to this. I bought IMRX at 165. I had 5,000 shares. I sold 4. Now I have 2,100 shares left on IMRX. I have the worst cost basis left, of course, but like if you go in the company account, let me see. If you look at it on the company account, the company account I have 500 shares left. IMRX 597. And on the retirement account, we have it at 430, and we started buying this one at 165. So Scott, thank you. If Scott, you're around, thanks, my man. You know, Scott has been one of my protégés. I have spent 3 months with Scott, one-on-one, teach him everything that I know for 30 years. We did the quantum together, and he's great. He's super smart. He's passing prop firms right and left now, and he's going to kill it. And Scott is a successful executive too. So one of the cool things with some traders is that you get to interact with very smart people, and I love that, you know. And also the flip side of that is there's very good traders that comes from a rough environment, guys. You know, I have helped traders that comes from rough places, and that's where trading is great. It's the great equalizer, right, Travis? No matter what, you have a chance. You can be in India with an internet connection and still crush prop trading $1 million payout. That's the trading is really the great equalizer, guys, in life, if you become a great trader. See,
no, that leap just took me out.
I told you, wait for the slam to the third push there. And the reason I told you that, guys, because I gave it to you on a silver platter 10 minutes ago when I told you that the December contract at one point is going to test the 24,000 or very close to the 24,000. And I suspect we are not done. I suspect they are going to continue doing the lower high now. I think you are going to be on a lower high, lower high, lower high until we understand either here, here, or here, here. So it's going to be something like this, right there, until we understand what's going on with CPI tomorrow. Does that make sense, guys? Also, the other thing is I didn't want to take any trade until open range set, and I didn't want to take any trades until initial balance might be set, which I'll be at the doctor, which means when I come back later on, see what happens, which means I might need to trade only after CPI tomorrow. You have to understand, in trading, you don't need to trade every day, guys. I don't know who came with that concept that you need to trade every day. I mean, I did trade. I made $1,000, but you don't need to trade every day. Sometimes you come, well, write that down. I'll give you the sentence. If you do not see on your charts the market clearly, do not trade for that day. That's it. Is that clear? Everyone, give me a quick yes, no. It's a good sentence and a good rule that I have. If I come and I look at the chart on the power indicator here, and I look in NQ, and I look at, let's say, I look at the weekly chart, and I'm like, fuck, we're on price discovery, we make new high, and we are out of an inside candle, and I don't know. Well, don't trade. If you don't know, don't trade, right? Nobody's putting a gun in your mouth to force you for trading, right? You put, let's say, your 4-hour chart, and you're like, okay, I'm looking at the boxes. It's not clear. We reject lower. Like if you don't know, you don't know. You know, there's no shame in, like, if you don't see it clearly, do not trade it. Does that make sense? Like here, you have clear boxes coming to our division of third here. So now we want to see if we hold the 862, right? So if you don't see it clearly, don't trade it. If you see it clearly, trade it. And if you are taking a trade like Travis that is against the trend, then have a proper risk management. You know, you play the odds. So you play 100 trades, you play 1,000 trades, and you see how many are going to stick within your process. I know my process is going to make me a winner 57 to 62% of the time. I know, right? So because I have that stat, you know, 53, 62, right? Depending on the account. If it's a trailing drawdown, I need to stay tight, 62. If it's end of the day, I could be 47, 53, 54. So you know your win ratio. Now you need to see, okay, I'm risking 1 or to what? Do I go 1 off or 2 O's? Do I go 1 off or 5 O's? Do I go 1 unit of risk for 5 units of rewards? So when that you have established that, then you have established the formula to survive, which is going to be the Monte Carlo, right? Projection. And guys, all of this that I'm talking about, nobody wants to hear about it, but you want to be a professional and you want to be a gambler. You have to choose, right? Guys, I love you all. I'm done. Okay? I will see Jim. Mark, do you trade the Asia Open? No, I don't trade them, but I do look, Jim, very carefully at the range of Asia, London, and what else? And the morning session, 9:30 to 11 a.m. After that, I rarely open new trades after that, Jim. Okay, is that helping? So it helps, it helps me staying within that 7 a.m. Jim, 11 a.m. Make sense? So I stay in a very tight range, right? Because protect mental capital, protect the numbers of mistakes that I do, and protect the numbers of trades that I do for the day. Does that make sense? What else? Yeah. Hopefully that's helpful. Guys, I'm done. Sorry, guys. I have to make it short today. I have a doctor's appointment. I told you it will be short and sweet. I will see you next Tuesday. I'll go back in the private group Thursday, Friday. I will do more and more streams. I want to help you maybe also at night, do some analysis, talk about trading, risk management, mental game. We'll see, I like to keep the freedom, so I don't want to be attached to a schedule. But Tuesdays and Wednesdays, right now, we have a consistent schedule. I come, I trade with you. I show you my retirement account. I show you there was very precious nugget that I gave you this morning, guys. Go back into the arbitrage between the September and the December contract. I gave you the formula. I showed you why it was going to go down, because it's probably going to retest between today and tomorrow, very close to the 24,000 December contract round number, because you have to understand that the algos are playing games between the December-September contract, leading to the switch in the next 9 days. Okay? I love you all, everybody. Don't forget at 12:30, I'm dropping the first video. It will be on the Day Trading Zones channel, the first video that I have done in 4 months, showing you how I did 90%. It will show you my broker statement. You'll see me clicking 12 months return, 24 months return, max returns, like no indicator creators do. No founder of prop firms and day trading trading companies shows you. You will see me clicking. My best company retirement account did 90% compounded return in the past 2 years. Crushed with Palantir, crushed with AMDs. Those are trades that I gave you on 7 videos in the past 2 years for Palantir and AMD, guys. So yes, you will see how $162,000 was made total in the less than 2 years, very passively by doing this, pretty much. Buy on blue, sell on purple, Palantir. So I went to Palantir, weekly chart, power indicator, which is a patented tool that nobody has. And that's it. Buy on blue, sell on purple, and everybody thinks I'm crazy, but crazy is true. You go here, you look at my position from previous videos. If you go to the PowerPoints, show you one last time, but everything will be in the video at 12:30. Where is it? Retirement update. I mean, this is unbelievable. Buy on blue towards the 20, sell at the top. I mean, it was very predictable. And look, here you can see in December of this year, let's make it bigger. And let me show you, there was December update that I gave you on the retirement account. Palantir, I had 790 shares of Palantir for a total cost basis of 15,582. So take 15,582 or 15,583, divide by 798, and you'll see the cost basis of my Palantir was 1950. 1950. Palantir is 162 here. Okay. You can do that for the entire game plan here, or go back to the video from December update, and you will see that now I'm sitting on $200,000 of cash as we are making new high in the market right there. $211,000 of cash that you will see in the update that is coming. I have very small position, 9 position left plus those funds. 1, 2, 3, 4 funds, 9 position, $362,000, $186,000 change, but that counts also some of contributions. So it's 127,000 plus the 35,000. You can see the rate of return compounded here of 55%, annualized 30%, which is 10% above the rate of return of Warren Buffett. And you can see me in the video at 12:30 going to the best account, which is the retirement account from the small retirement from the IRA from the company that went from $10,000 to $50,000. Nobody does that. So learn from people that do. Do not care if I sound like Inspector Clouseau and you don't like my face and I look too old because I have white hair. Fucking learn from people that have results and receipts. A lot of people in life do not learn from people who have receipts. I pay $20,000 mentorship to learn from people who have done real acquisitions of small businesses, real turnaround of small businesses. I've spent $12,000 mentorship to understand how to buy and sell self-storage units. I pay a lot of money to get the right people to help me. And on October the 6th, when I take 25 people under my wing, when you'll see the price that I charge you guys is nothing compared to the trader gurus that charge $4,000, $7,000 for their stuff. When you'll see the price that they charge for, you say this is ridiculous. But if I give it to you for free, you don't even take it seriously. And so it needs to be a little something, guys. It's 30 years of work that shortcut your learning curve. Love you all. We'll finish by our little song. And be careful of those lower high here. Like I suspect here, this area 980 might be a problem. Be careful, lower high setting up going into a CPI now. Love you all, everybody. And I will see you next Tuesday, guys, on the live feed. We come every Tuesday and every Wednesday, 9 a.m. Sometimes I'm on French time, sorry. I come at 9:15. But I like to help, but it needs to be like durable for me in terms of time, energy, mental capital. Tuesday, Wednesday, 9:15. The rest is in the private group with the power indicator. Okay, so I hope it was helpful. We'll finish the day here at $1,000, 3 accounts, and I will wait for CPI with dry powder, I guess, to finish everything. And Travis, you have a great day. Thanks for showing up. And all you can do, guys, is show up every day. Show up, do your edge, and stay within hours that protects your mental capital. Please, I beg of you to protect your mental capital with good risk management, a good process. Trading, it should not be the all and be all. I've done this for 32 years. Believe it or not, I'm very systematic. It's not like I come and I am super passionate about it. I am like, no, I want to trade today. No, I'm like, I want to extract money from the market. I want to make money, and I want to go back working on my companies, go back playing golf, go back shooting, go back in my gym, I'm about to go back. Maybe, that's a maybe, because my wife is totally against it. Go back doing jiu-jitsu. I used to do jiu-jitsu and MMA when I was in my mid-30s and 40s. And I like to go back jiu-jitsu, but I reached my deductible this year, so I told my wife, now is the time to go back to deductible. I love you all, everybody. You take care, and I will see you next week. Stay safe. I will finish with the little music from the AI. Take care, everyone. Have a great week, everyone. Stay safe.
Never ever give up. I almost let go 1,000 times. Traded my sleep for a shot at consistency. Blood and tears fell through long, lonely weeks. My dream kept me going when I felt too weak. Whoa, never give up through blood, tears, and success. I am the unknown best YouTube trader, here to share, help me trade past to pay out. Together and invest in assets that produce income together. Thinking way differently, we are experienced traders, helping traders through the mountains. The journey of being a profitable trader. Never ever give up. I almost let go 1,000 times. Traded my sleep for a shot at consistency. Blood and tears.